Good afternoon, everyone. Today I wanted to share something that's very near and dear to my heart, something I don't really talk about very much to very many people at all, but yet here I am on YouTube uploading it for the world to see. But I'll just go ahead and get into it. But in my previous career or life, if you will, I held a position of executive leadership, a role of executive leadership within a federal government contracting company. And this is where I had the opportunity to help make a life changing impact in someone else's life. And so in that federal government contracting role, we were in pursuit of a new line of business with the federal government, which was substantial. The company had never gone after something so large, and I was spearheading the effort. And a large part of federal government contracting is costing and pricing, and making sure that essentially that you guarantee the success of the contract. Because if you don't price it accurately, you're not going to be, one, competitive, and then two, if you price it wrong and too low, I mean, you're not going to make any money. So it's a critical part of the contract, and it just, the overall process entails a tremendous amount of effort from all the parties involved and experts. But anyway, I digress. I go back to the opportunity that presented itself. So within this pricing for this new line of business, essentially what I priced in was a easy button. And what I mean by easy button is a turnkey solution where the pricing was so substantial that we wouldn't have any issues or little to no issues attracting, hiring, recruiting, and bringing on board the best of the best to fill these critical roles that would ensure the success of the contract. And that was what was done. We won the contract when we got the award. Instead of taking that route, this is where the opportunity presented itself. So really what essentially happened is, instead of putting my best interest ahead of everything else, and again, I want to be honest, guys, I don't know where this idea came from. I don't know why this happened or why I decided to do this, but there was, within the company, there was a young person, a young lady, who always showed hunger and drive to become better and grow, and she always wanted to learn more and take on more responsibilities, and just you could just see that she wanted more. And I didn't know at the time. Recent single mother, humble beginnings, you name it. I mean, it's just again, also timid, not very self-confident, you name it. I mean, it's just again, but she wanted more, and you could just tell. So the idea that I pitched to the CEO and the rest of the executive leadership team was, hey, instead of going the easy route and just spending what we priced in to bring in the absolute best and taking the easy route, what if we take that money and invest a substantial amount into this person that's already with the company, and bring her up to the level that we need to ensure that this they do the job correctly within this position in that contract, to make sure that it's a success. And I got the green light. The CEO did hold me accountable and said, "Are you willing to put your reputation on the line for this?" And I said, "Absolutely. I have full faith and confidence that this person can do it." Unbeknownst to this person, she had no idea this was happening. This was happening behind the scenes. She didn't know she was getting this opportunity. But once I got the green light, me and a few others, we sat down with her and said, "Hey, you know what? We have this opportunity for you. What do you think? Are you willing to accept?" Needless to say, she was scared. Didn't think she could do it. You could tell she was flustered. And again, and that's at that point that we had to have a conversation with her and just basically instill the belief in her that she didn't have for herself. We had to literally let her know that, hey, we believe in you. But I think the motivating factor for her was when honestly, I had just found out that she was a single mother, and she had a son that she had to look after. And I let her know, like, hey, I know you're scared, and I know you don't think you could do this, but think of your son. When someone tells you can't do something, or you don't have any confidence in yourself, think of your son and what this means for him. And really, that turned out to be the motivating factor for her. She went ahead and agreed, and long story short, we watched her transformation. She flourished. I hired the best experts and consultants, brought them in, trained her up, and essentially gave her a career, and not only made her valuable to the company and the contract, but basically to any other of a multitude of companies looking for this type of talent. And I had to have a conversation with her and said, hey, you're doing great. You're gonna knock it out of the park. I just asked one thing, and she was super grateful. Again, just watching the impact. Essentially, this opportunity tripled her salary, and just seeing the impact that had on not only her and her son, and just once I sat back and really took that in and understood how profound of an impact we made on not only her but her son, and really when I sat back and kind of encompassed the entire thing, and if you will, the best way I can describe it is take a body of water that's calm, a calm surface of water, and a drop hitting that surface, and the ripple effect that it has, that ripple goes on and you don't really know where it stops. And once I understood that we don't know where that change, that positive impact is going to stop, I mean, that truly humbled me, and it made me realize what fulfillment truly is, and that's being a servant and helping others. And but I digress, and back to the point, really, with this young lady. I asked her, hey, great, I'm proud of you, I'm super happy for you, now you have a career. All I ask is, if you could give us 1 year, great. If not, if you find a better opportunity somewhere else, hey, by all means, you have my full support. Just give me a heads up, give me a little bit of time to find a replacement, and if you don't mind, help me either train your replacement or find a replacement. But again, that was the deal, and it was just amazing to see. It was such a fulfilling accomplishment to be able to take a gamble on someone like that, and it paid off. But more importantly, like I said, stepping back and actually just realizing the generational impact that this has on her and her son, and so forth and so forth, is just, to me, that was truly, like I said, just so fulfilling, and it just made me so happy that that's where my life changing event really took place, and that's where a pivotal moment in my life happened, where I realized just truly what, at least for me, the secret, or the key to life, success and happiness and fulfillment really is, and that's being a servant and helping others. But anyway, just wanted to share this story with everyone. Hope you guys stuck around, but as always, life is good. Always make it count.